Because yesterday's price is nowhere near today's price. Why? Because we know it's certified. Welcome to B Talk Media, everybody. It's your boy Ethan, your boy MB, and Miss Lady June. Welcome to the stage. How's
Hey,
everybody doing today?
we doing good tonight.
Man,
Feeling
back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. What we gonna do is we gonna go ahead and let them know today we gonna be talking about that AI and this war today, and see how people really feel about that. Because it's gonna always affect the price, and we know that
Yesterday's price is not today's
we know.
price. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
okay.
He's certified.
Welcome to B Talk Media.
Yeah, wake up, no luck, this grind divine. Stack my wins, can't waste no time. They were sleeping on the kid, now I'm headline shine. Tell them wake up, it's my time to climb. Yeah, wake up, it's my time to climb. Hit that button, 1 million subscribe. Wake up.
Welcome to B Talk Media.
Yeah, wake up, no luck, this grind divine.
Yes, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got a good one for you today. When they say AI is taking over and people don't think right, they are not playing. It's serious out here.
Serious.
It's serious in the game out here. I just want y'all to know that. It's serious. But first off, let's see what the prices is looking like. Because yesterday's price is not today's price. So what we gonna do is we gonna go ahead and give a quick rundown. Oh, I am so it was one of those. I'm just running and running and running like my mind is running, like Cat Williams say, is running.
Man, sometimes that's a positive thing. That's a good thing. You're awake.
So how is what I need to know how is my co-host doing today? Both of y'all, how are y'all doing today? That you know.
I'm good. Matter of fact, I'm Cody the Tiger. Great.
Hmm.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I can follow by that. I'm doing good tonight. We up and we active. Let's go.
Hey, let's go, let's go. All right. Well, I'm gonna show y'all today's price is gonna be a different price. Cause let's go ahead and show you. Gold running at $5,126.35. Silver $85.39. Platinum $2,164.50. Palladium 1656 and 95. Copper $5.82. And see, y'all, I know y'all probably wonder why I skipped over rhodium, because I'm pretty sure if y'all listening to this conversation, most of y'all are not up to the rhodium level yet. We're not up to the rhodium level yet. I'll just be honest and keep it solid, but we got rhodium type dreams. I got rhodium tendencies. You can say it like that. We got rhodium tendencies. But what I do want to talk about, first things first, just like the thumbnail says, or the thumbnail, just like the thumbnail says, hey, we got to figure out what's up with this AI stuff. Some people are taking it a little too far. They're going a little too far with it.
I mean, I thought that when they was doing all the wild videos and you feel me, you put two and two together and you take that double look and be like, man, that's AI.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
I thought they was doing too much.
Well, see, the reason I say that is because when you start using AI to turn around and question how can you do some retarded stuff, then that's when you got to go, AI has got to be a little too far.
I mean, I thought that when it came to some Chat GPT stuff, and when this dude he fucked off, he messed up his relationship to go ahead and have a relationship with Chat GPT. Now I thought it went too far when that was out there, but this is just too much.
Yeah, no, I thought exactly right there. When they was having relationships with Chat GPT, I was like, oh no, what this is? They messed up real life relationships for a virtual reality relationship.
Man, say that again. What? Come on now. Can't be that serious, but I guess it is.
Yeah, because now it
Oh,
came out. Imagine now it's in the movies. AI falling in love with the spouse. Oh, matter of
Mhm.
fact, on the
Oh
set,
yeah, you right. You right.
you know.
now
And
see, you got to look at this one. Look at this one. The prosecutor alleges that the ex NFL player Darren Lee consulted AI bot to help cover up girlfriend's killing. Now you got to really think about that. You got to really think about that. You gonna talk to a computer that keeps a constant log of everything you do and say, and ask it how to get away with murder. How intelligent is that? Because you built the case against you for you, or for them, should I say. I'll say less on that one. I mean, relationships is one thing, but killing off the relationship, I'll say less, MB. What you got to say? What you got to say, Miss June, first? Let's hear what Miss June got to say.
Oh
How would
yeah.
you feel about that
Yeah.
one? If you know, because we all in long-term relationships here,
For
and
somebody
all of a
who had
sudden,
pretty much everything he pretty much could have wanted for his life could have happened, but he gave it away by simply doing something so retarded by putting trust into a computer into doing something so heinous is
I think
ridiculous.
we gotta
It
watch
can,
the R word on some of the
oh,
platforms. That's one of those that'll they'll it's a content restriction. I think that's what they call it.
yeah,
It's certain words we gotta watch our vocabulary because they're restricting our freedom of speech.
yes,
mm,
that K word you're supposed to say unalive.
And see, that's the other thing. We as individuals may not believe in what they're saying because of the fact that you're not going to censor my freedom of speech. But then that
mm,
also says in their world, okay, well, if you're not going to abide by our guidelines, then we don't have to play your content. But see,
right.
Yeah, they don't have to put content in the algorithm.
yeah, they'll get it off of it because of the words that we say. So that's the only reason why we got to watch, the content of what we say. But other than that, yeah, go ahead, Miss June. You can finish up. I just wanted to make sure that we, kind of kept it clean for the rest of the content because we'll be here for a minute. We only on for
So
the first
so
15.
pretty much he gave himself up by putting trust into something that was just it just gave him up pretty much.
It did. It did. I would have to say it did because
It was better than having him on video. It was just as equal to that.
it,
It was equal to a confession.
Man.
because now it's all they got to go back, a computer tech, go back and just ask the AI. Well, over the last 2 years, what was our conversation? And the AI would tell it.
Hold on. Let's see. Let's see what they had to say. Because if I'm correct, they might have had that clip in there. I think we might have watched it or listened to it earlier. Let me see. Because is this the one?
We don't know.
Oh.
And what is going on over there? What what the people is what the people is waiting for.
Oh, it didn't. My bad. I thought it was already showing.
Oh, you thought I was playing.
Nah, because it was one of those where I'm sitting there watching it. I'm thinking, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, this is a preliminary hearing, and I can understands and acknowledges that. Just take very
Yeah, I
much
started seeing some stuff. I
to
gotta
get the
go
proper
back.
calls. And so, all I can remind you is that we don't know what happened. Something happened, but we don't know what happened.
Yes, sir.
Whoa. Yeah.
We're not publishing to the court all of these messages, but can you describe
That was good.
for the court sort of how ChatGPT works in terms of the green and the blue, and what overall Mr. Lee is having a conversation in regarding to with Allie, who is ChatGPT for him?
So if you look at the green, it says from user, and it has his name, Xander Lee, owner. And then the blue, it says from assistant
Don't get caught
ChatGPT.
snitching on yourself.
That's who the name is, Allie. You need to see in this message here, he says
Allie
Allie
was doing much.
ready to handle someone non-responsive or wants to call the police. That would be him talking to ChatGPT. So it's from him, the user. The blue would be from assistant ChatGPT.
Between the fifth, is multiple conversations with ChatGPT.
Yes.
What is he talking about in his messages?
He's talking about injuries to, as he says, a friend of his has contacted him, and there's apparent injuries to his friend's fiance, and wants to know how to go about calling EMS, but not getting a police involved.
Okay.
Whoa.
Going to the bedroom where Mr. Lee would be.
Yeah, this is a preliminary hearing, and I can just understands and acknowledges that. Just take very much to get the proper calls, and so that all I can remind the court is that we don't know what happened. The court doesn't know what happened. Something happened, but we don't know what happened.
Yes, sir. So I do find probable cause.
First of all, Mr. Khan's answering every question thus far. He's completed 2 full hours of depositions. I would say we are possibly at the halfway point. It could last more than.
So, man, What do you think,
They
MV?
better chew him like hay.
But it said his friend. So even though he said something about he
No,
used,
what it said about his friend was, what should I tell my friend?
yeah, 'cause he didn't want to tell ambulance them like, oh man, what should I say?
Yeah, man, how do you try to get away with that one though?
You ain't.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. It was like he was already, in the midst of all of that, and something like that happens, bruh.
He panicked, didn't know what to do, made the wrong call on the phone. He called ChatGPT instead of calling 911.
Yeah, he did. Well, what we gonna do is, I would like to say, we're gonna take a small commercial break.
Life is defined by 2 dates, but what matters most? Life is defined by 2 dates, but what matters most is the dash between them. Life is defined by 2 dates.
Stop chasing money, kings build wealth. This is the blueprint for identity, rooted power. Wealth starts with who you are. Ethy revealed the pattern. W.B.I.V. Jenkins, put it in your hands. Get your copy of The Hidden Kings Road to Riches today. Stop chasing money, kings build wealth. This is the blueprint for identity, rooted.
Go ahead and get both of those books right there on Kindle and Amazon. You can order your copy of The Dash Between the Dates. Go ahead and get that before you get it right there in your hand. I'm going to go ahead and show you what it feels like one good time. What you do is you go ahead and get you a copy like this in your hand, so then that way you can hold on to it and read through The Dash Between the Dates. Soon we'll have the second one, so then that way you'll also see what it feels like to have the Hidden Kings Road to Riches. Ooh. So, with that being, we're going to roll right into our next story of how we feeling about this situation in Iran. So, first, we're going to check this story out about the Ayatollah, the new supreme leader over in Iran.
Yeah, and it's crazy how they gonna put him as the new leader when he's the son of the old leader.
So that's telling you, you waiting to get more of the same.
Basically, but a little bit harsher because, of course, your son is going to be a little stricter than you were because he was brought up under you.
He's hot.
Oh, yeah, he's coming in hot.
He's coming in extra hot because you got to remember his dad just got took out. He's coming in extra hot.
But he's actually supposed to be, having, let's say, a good relationship with the U.S.
You would hope they did, but it doesn't always happen that way.
Let's say him.
So let's see. Because, man, something is going on over there.
Looks like a tiny jet is an Iranian Shahid drone smashing into an oil depot in Oman near the Strait of Hormuz. Part of the Iranian strikes aimed at driving up prices, hitting infrastructure, and attacking ships near the strait. An Iranian official now saying the world should brace for oil to reach $200 a barrel. A military spokesman saying we will not allow a single leader to pass the Strait of Hormuz for the benefit of the United States, the Zionist regime, or their partners. Iran's strategy is now clear: a war on global trade. So the more Iran suffers, the more everyone else will too. But as Israeli and U.S. strikes on Iran's military aircraft, leaders and bases intensify. Iran's capabilities are going down rapidly, U.S. and Israeli military officials say. President Trump says he's not finished degrading Iran yet, but maybe soon. Ophir Falk is a senior advisor to Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu.
We are degrading their capabilities almost back to the Stone Age. And pretty soon now, we're going to pass that torch to the Iranian people, and they'll need to seize the moment.
And this morning, Israel's Benny Gantz, a former defense minister and Netanyahu critic, who says he put aside his differences with the prime minister during wartime, saying they're hitting Iran's leadership and military in order to clear the way for the Iranian people.
We hope to set the conditions for others to make a decision. That's, I think, the way we should look at it.
But it sounds a bit like a strategy of smash everything and hope for the best.
You could simplify it like this, but basically, look, we know that things that has to do inside Iran are for the Iranian people to decide.
In Lebanon, the war between Israel and Hezbollah is escalating dramatically. Israeli warplanes bombarded Beirut's southern suburbs and South Lebanon.
You see this?
After Hezbollah
Do you
reportedly
see all of
launched
this?
more than 150 drones and rockets at northern Israel. Israel's defense minister this morning issued a new threat saying that if the Lebanese government can't control Hezbollah and stop the group from carrying out attacks like this one, Israel will take more Lebanese territory. Chanel?
So that means they getting ready to start pushing the line.
Yeah, you know you had that playing in the background, though, right?
It did it again?
No, you did it again.
Oh, well, did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it, but I wonder did everybody else hear it? If you out there in YouTube or you in Rumble and you heard everything that was just said about Iran, put a 1 in the chat.
Woo, mind blowing, crazy, literally blowing, crazy.
Because the way they was dropping them bombs, that's the part that's crazy. Because when you can see that was the part I got to make sure that when I'm doing it, you guys can see the clips, because I'm watching the clip and I'm like, ooh, ooh. But then when you guys are over here, you're not seeing what I'm seeing.
No, because you bringing it to the screen, but you're not putting it up on the panel.
Got you. And so when he said that about the oil, that made me think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was like, okay, they tripping. They tripping.
See, like how you just brought it up on the panel. I mean, in the back. You got to make sure you put it up there.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, is make sure I pulled it up this time. So then that way we can go ahead and get this story right. Because it's going to be, running the prices up. Look at this. Showing you that going up the thing. Do you realize that he said they not gonna let 1 liter of gas get through? Do you realize y'all drink more than 1 liter of water? And most people don't even drink water on a regular basis.
Man, it'd be hard to sometimes, huh?
I'm just putting that into perspective. Like, they said they not gonna let 1 liter of water, of oil or gas get through.
And water is the #1 consumed drink on the earth.
Yeah. And so when you think about how much water is consumed and how much gas they said they're not letting get through, they done put a halt to all water.
Some of them is getting through because Trump ordered the Navy to help some of the people get through as insurance. And they was like, well, how long you think that's going to hold up for?
Having an armored guard, basically.
Yeah. Trump said, I'm going to make sure every ship get through. For real.
Man, he said Stone Age. I'm like, whoa.
So think about that.
When he said 200 a barrel. Because right now,
just think, if gas is whatever price it is right now, wherever you're at. Think about that doubling. So if I'm paying $3.30 here right now, I'm looking at $6.60. So in California, if y'all already paying almost $5 to $10 a gallon, you definitely paying 10 to 20 a gallon.
No, we only paying $5. Well, I know me and sis, we paying $5.
Okay, so you gonna bump up to 10, guaranteed. A gallon though, so that means you definitely ain't cutting your grass with a gas lawnmower.
I told you what they did with the gas lawnmower.
I know. I'm just saying it as for those out there that have a lawnmower business.
Nah, so then OG called and he asked me about the Slingshot, the 3-wheeler EV that's supposed to be, for the people, and they supposed to go only 40 miles before it needed another charge. And I said, well, with the gas prices, because that's what he was mentioning, well, with gas prices going up, that EV sure do look good. And I said, well, with the EV and only 40 miles to a charge, that means you stuck in the city. You got to go 20 miles away from your house and you got to get back. Because if I go, you ain't going to be able to go from city to city.
No, you're not. You're stuck inner city, guaranteed.
Guaranteed. And that's all over this gas price. And now do people want a solar car?
A solar car? What?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all better get out my business. Y'all better stay in y'all lane and get out my business. I'm gonna have the solar farm. Y'all can farm them animals over there. Y'all can have the chickens, cows, and roosters, and lambs. I just want to use the sun.
Man, it's enough room for everybody. When the sun,
I know the sun is there for everyone. That's the cool part about it.
When the sun come up, within the first 10 minutes of the sun being up, it can power the whole earth for the 24 hours.
Hey, I was watching this special earlier today. It's on HBO. It was about hidden facilities and stuff like that was no longer being used. Why was one of them the Tesla facility in New York?
Wow.
I didn't realize the Tesla facility was one big capacitor. The whole top of it was a 50-ton copper dome.
Yeah.
What?
And guess who was paying for his research?
Pull up the building so sis can see. Pull up the building. And think what he just said. It says copper.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still.
I have my air filter up.
Yeah. They got some buildings that people use and not using right now that only the super elite is still using them under our nose.
Well, see, they tore the building down in order to pay for the debt that he had, supposedly. It's this one right here. Boom. Tesla Tower. Boom. I'm trying to find a real good picture of it. This one's kind of distorted, so I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to go back and find another one that's a little better. Because I wish I could have just pulled it up on the video that I was watching. But the video I was watching was on HBO.
Something going on right now.
Let me see. Where'd it go? Here, Wardenclyffe Tower. That's what it's called. Tesla's Wardenclyffe Tower. Wardenclyffe.
Is that them honking, telling people to get out of the way?
See if we can get a good one. Well, here we go. This one should work. No, don't do that. I want to share first. Boom. There you go, sis.
Yeah, put that on the screen. Look how that looks.
Oh, okay.
Now the whole top half up here, this whole dome up here was all copper.
What a house.
What?
My bad. Too. With the house under it.
Well, that was the research facility.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because what it was a research facility. And the whole thing was just like a big ass capacitor. This was his lab. See, look, and what it was there was a coil and everything that went underneath, and it stored the energy that was under there. And what his goal was to have enough energy to be able to. He was the creator of alternating current.
Not the creator.
I ain't gonna say the creator. He was the theorist that brought it into action.
Yeah.
Because it was him and Thomas Edison. Edison just so happened to have been a better marketer at direct current. And that's what we use with batteries and stuff like that. But now we're using alternating current in everything. Even when it comes to the EV vehicle. Because the current that goes through the vehicle or goes in your house alternates because you don't use all the power at one time. You don't always have every light on in the house on every minute.
Yeah,
so
you
when you have
have
that
to.
off switch, when you have your switches in that off position, you're not using energy. So Tesla was looking at being able to supply all of America with free energy.
And he was pulling it out the air.
But you never answered who you think his financier was.
The Rockefellers.
Nah, but in competition with him. The other one. They still here rocking.
Yeah. Not the Bilderbergs.
You probably got that card sitting in your wallet.
I know, it's sitting on the tip of my tongue.
I know, that's why I'm giving you a little taste of it.
It's just drawing me further and further away. That's crazy.
I mean, a lot of people have accounts with him.
Yeah, it's not the Chase, it's the other one. The
You
one
sure?
I thought it was the one over there.
Nah, it was JP.
Mm.
JP was funding Tesla. But when Edison started making Tesla look like he was a fool and didn't know what he was talking about because he started using direct current to alternating current to basically cause fires and mischief amongst the inventors at that time. JP was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna take the chance. I'm gonna withdraw my money. And so at that time, Tesla didn't have the money to keep paying for it. He was already a poor man. That was only about his work. And so once that happened, it was like, hey, well, what else am I supposed to do? I'm just nothing more than an inventor. That kind of,
Looking at all of his ideas that they use to this day.
Yeah. Now that's the thing. Now after he died, how many of his because that lab that he had right there, bro, it actually had more of his inventions and things in it than a lot of people knew.
And
So as soon as they killed him and he went in his depression and
Trump
he died,
was in charge at the
say
time.
it again.
Donald Trump's uncle was in charge at the time when he died. So he ended up inheriting, I ain't gonna say inheriting all of his stuff, but that's why they say that book about Baron Trump traveling time.
Oh, there's what was it? Baron's time travel.
Yeah.
Got you.
All because of the uncle. The uncle that he got the invention, and they say that one of the main ones that he got was time travel.
So when you think about that, between time travel and electricity, those are two major things that people, not just people, but anybody or anything would want to know the workings of.
Unless you
a lot of us say time is nothing more than a constraint.
Fires, if you spark a lot of fires, they don't want you messing with that.
Of course not. That's going to cause people to think too much. Once you get them thinking, you got them. Once you get them thinking, you got them. So we're going to hit them with another one of
Life
these.
is defined by two dates, but what matters most is the dash between them. Life is defined by two dates, but what matters most is the dash between them.
Stop chasing money, kings build wealth. This is the blueprint for identity, rooted power. Wealth starts with who you are. Ether revealed the pattern. WBIV Jenkins, put it in your hands. Get your copy of The Hidden Kings Road to Riches today. Stop chasing.
And now let's see. We done spoke about the war. We done spoke about the AI scandal. We done talked about the financials that's been going on. I mean, what y'all got on the table for today? Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Shoot your shot one time there, Lady June.
Oh no. I'm just rolling. What y'all got going?
Yeah.
Okay.
How he gonna get us going and then gonna tell us?
Yeah, I didn't have anything planned, so my bad.
Sure shot.
Hey, you know, just gotta see what you got going on sometimes. Like, hey, let's see what your mind is thinking about.
But you know, we all covered the same stuff today. We all basically watched the same news today, like along with the war. They brought up saying that they were going to possibly have drones attack America. I mean, attack California off of the coast. Yeah, this is the newest, hottest topic right now on local news. Well, that's our local news. That was one of the things they were like, "Oh man, do y'all think this is likely?" And I said, "That's fear. Fear is nothing but false evidence appearing real. Whether they can or whether they can't, they have to put it out there so people would be or give them a reason to be at war, to be on guard, to be like, yeah, go, go, go."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, San Francisco and LA is the targets. They said undisclosed targets, but they were saying around about those areas. They was bringing up the Pearl Harbor when the United States didn't get into that war for like 3 years. We was like, we ain't gonna get in there. No, we ain't gonna get in there. Then they attacked us through Pearl Harbor. They took down the bridge. They took down a bridge in New York, one of the tallest bridges or railroad stations, train stations, whatever they call it out there. And they sold it to China. And China made weapons out of all of the material that they bought from New York and turned around and bombed us out of scraps.
Well, let's see what this one says. It was ran 13 minutes ago. Let me see. Let me come back over here and share it.
One man's trash, next man's treasure.
True that.
During a 47. The situation with Iran is moving along very rapidly. It's doing very well. Our military is unsurpassed. There's never been anything like it. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And we're doing what has to be done. Should have been done during a 47-year period. Could have been done by a lot of different people. They chose not to do it. But they really are a nation of terror and hate. And they're paying a big price right now.
What is the running cost at the moment of this war? $1 billion a day? 10 billion a day?
Again, I'm not keeping the running costs because, you know, in the U.S. we separate Treasury from O&B, so that's why I'm the Treasury Secretary, not the Finance Minister.
Ballpark, though.
A number came out today. In the public number that was released today was about 11 billion thus far.
Thus far, over a couple of weeks. And how long as you look?
What, 7 days?
How long are you planning for this conflict to continue for?
Again, that 11 billion is a lot of money, but you know we have cushions built in, and you know, it's not something that we have to worry about over this horizon.
There's no chance you could be knocking on the president's door to say we have to pause on this. We can't afford it.
Oh, absolutely.
Where are they getting this money from to fund this war?
Yeah, because the thing about it is they said the war is costing $1 billion a day.
Now think about
I mean,
it.
We've only been at war 11 days now.
And if it's 1 billion, right, that means the feds the Treasury or whatever has to print more money. The United States got to go to them and ask for more money for this war. And where they, you feel me? It's like they going into more debt for this war. Then they say, "Oh, we gonna get the oil. Don't worry, we gonna get the oil, and the oil is gonna pay for what we just borrowed." Don't forget, they still gotta go help the people that they bombed. You can't just leave a city bombed and don't go back and help.
Hey, now that's the crazy part right there. You really can't.
I see that.
Because whoever wins the war has to go back and fix the country that they just destroyed.
Yeah, so did you really win?
Nah, you didn't win.
You just came out the pocket.
For reals, you did. I'm trying to see right now how much the bills and the bonds is going to be, because you got to remember they give a different interest rate when they start to go to war like that.
Yeah. And all right. So they said when we went to war, they put a lot of workers on hold, like the TSA and all of the people at the airport. They not getting paid because they paying back debt for this war, and yet people ain't getting paid. How they supposed to pay their bills for the next couple of months if this war continues?
See, the 10-year notes are giving up a 4.1% interest rate. That's for the 10-year notes.
See?
But let's see. Buying them.
Yeah, and here we are bombing these people for WMA or WMD, weapons of mass destruction, right? And what, we supposed to put them out for a year, put them back for a year, hit them again, put them back for 5 years, hit them again, put them back for 10, or
Your mic is sending off a wave.
Yeah. No matter what, we still gotta help pay for this stuff for the next 5, 10, 15 years.
Yeah, you're right about that one. Because like I said, whoever loses, no matter what, the winner has to turn around and rebuild the country.
And they want to
No matter what, they gotta turn around and rebuild the country.
They want to build a democracy over there. To change how it's been. Want to upgrade it to the new Western way.
Oh, it's not gonna give me the.
He doing something that others couldn't. I'm weak. He just said it so smooth, like wow.
Like Mr. Tenderness. That old man is taking this world on right now at a late age. And I seen a lot of his food after he started going viral. And I've been watching Mr. Tendernism since the beginning, when he was with the company and the guy. I don't even want to say the name because it was all bad. That's how he ended up going and opening up his own stuff, Mr. Tendernism, and cooking for a lot of people. Man, when I seen that meat fall off that bone, ooh, I was like, that's why.
What's his name?
Mr. Tendernism.
Mr. Tenderism?
Tendernism. Like tender meat.
Uh-huh. Got you.
And man, when I say he's going crazy right now, he going crazy. Like, he got the
Bro, yeah, when I seen that meat fall off the bone.
bro, the bone looked at like, man, he just grabbed the meat to cut it and the bone just moved, or he grabbed the oxtail and went to go show the people and the meat just fell right off of the bone. And he said that's how he came up with the word tendernism. And he ended up getting a trademark. And the guy that he was working for at first tried to trademark it up under his nose. That's the whole controversy. One of the famous streamers went to the spot where he was working at and tried to leave him a $4,000 tip, and the owner said no. What you mean I can't leave him a $4,000 tip? That's what he found out, that hey, he didn't have part ownership in that company like he was portraying, or like the owner was portraying, to get all that publicity off of that man. So,
off of the cook.
Yeah, so he parted ways and started his own stuff. And
the cook did.
Yeah, and he got GoFundMe. When I say he's rocking right now, he's on Everybody Talk Show. He just cooked for the Isley brothers, the Ronald Isley. The contagious, so outrageous. That dude. He started dancing when he ate some of the food.
Got you.
Yeah.
You talking about Mr. Tenderism?
Yeah. He's going in. I say, man.
Oh, you talking about this right here?
You gotta follow your dream. You just gotta go forward, like how we did with our book. We just put our knowledge into these books and put it out there. You just gotta take a leap of faith. Once you put it out there, it only can grow. It can't go backwards. Backwards is not putting something out there.
You talking about this right here? Tendernized the world after white employer let him go.
Yeah.
As the king of tendernism, has plans to create a global empire of good eats. A barbecue pit of his own after his longtime employer in Southern California let him go. Walter Johnson went viral for his fall off the bone meats, which he claims to have coined as tenderism. Now he wants to keep up the smoke after Destination Smokehouse fired the legendary chef.
Oh, you gonna just put their name out there? I just said I didn't even want to give them their 2 seconds of fame. You
I was reading the article. My bad.
No.
My bad.
But you
Mr. Tendernism confirmed on Instagram about his departure from the restaurant he made into a global name. Reposted the footage. Oh, the Shade Room reposted the footage of what Johnson has on his chef's cap. Let's see what they say.
While we're talking, a question I think everybody been wanting to know is, are you still at Destination Smokehouse?
No, I'm not. I'm not at Destination Smokehouse. I'm with Tendernism now. You know, I had to go on my own, you know, so that way I can do what I have to do. So I don't want nobody to be, it is what it is. You got to move on. When things happen, you don't get mad. Hey, you just take another step. Get glad. Praise the Lord, you're still living. But just, hey, I'm finna tenderize the world now. Hey, they should have never. But it is what it is, y'all. And keep, hey, family out there, y'all keep supporting me. I guarantee you, I ain't gonna do you wrong. Booyah.
Now he put the name out there, so you know I don't feel so bad no more. He said I don't work for them no more. Pow pow. Shot the name out there and shot him at the same time. Said I'm gonna go ahead and hit the world with some tenderism.
I told you.
Hit him with the tendernism.
And I've been following him since the beginning. So I saw when the restaurant had the line around the corner to not even having a line.
Got you. You've been watching his total come up in.
Yeah, from them having to order, they had to double up, triple up, quadruple up. To sorry, man, we don't have no more oxtails.
Uh,
Come back tomorrow when they have another order, another ship.
got you. The
To man, we ain't had to do an order in like 2-3 weeks. What happened?
like man, the food has slowed down a little bit. What more can we do with this?
All right. Well, since you already played that, so let me break it down. So it started off as a coffee house,
Okay.
and Walter and the owner of the coffee house was, friends.
Okay.
So, Walter and the owner was talking one day. The owner and the wife was already thinking about food. Walter came in one day and said, "All right, come on, let me help you. Let's try to do this." And they started doing the barbecue. So he would have never got into barbecue if it wasn't for Walter.
Got you.
Then Walter blew up, but everybody thought Walter was the owner.
Okay.
So then when everybody started figuring out Walt wasn't the owner, they was like, Walt just blew up the whole Destination Smokehouse, and now y'all getting all this money, y'all getting all this revenue. We think y'all should at least give him some type of cut in the business because he's the one that got y'all famous.
Yeah. Shares or something.
Yeah, shares in the company. So the owner tried to come back, and he tried to tell the people, "Oh yeah, Walt got shares. He's the owner. He got part-time," and he tried to say that. But people can see through a lie. They can feel a lie.
Mm-hmm.
See right through it. So right after that video came out, came that video that you just played. Yeah. That video came out after the one, right before the one you just played. So imagine the owner trying to tell people, "Nah, I ain't fire him or nothing. He getting his shares and everything." To Walter saying, "I ain't with them no longer. I'm starting my own stuff." Then that's when he was starting his own stuff. He found out that the owner had went and copywritten tenderness under his nose. Yep.
That's scandalous.
Yep. So, with Walt leaving and stuff, everybody was like, "Hey, you should just give give Walt, give Walt, that trademark, because that was his word.
Yeah, that was his shit, and everybody knows it was his shit, and you stole it."
So at first he was like, "Nah."
And it's bad when the world knows you stole somebody's idea.
So then a lawyer came through and got it and gave it back to Walt. A black lawyer.
Got you.
So that's why he got tendernism. And I don't think he said Mr. Tendernism.
Yeah. It was on the article as Mr.
See? Because Mr. Tendernism was his original word. Well, tendernism, but he was Mr. Tendernism.
Yeah.
And now that he's not there at the company no more, all of the revenue left with him. Now he's doing pop-ups and traveling and doing shows, doing interviews, cooking for private people, celebrities. He would forget a little check to come cook over here. We're gonna give you something nice. But he also, like I said, he did his GoFundMe to do his own barbecue grills so he can travel and do barbecue for people. He said because he wanted to tenderize the world.
Well, That's one of those. So who is this? Because he was cooking for somebody, like you were saying. So who's that?
Touch me, baby.
Gigging.
You don't need no teeth for this meat.
Look, you start gigging after you ate the.
He said,
You got gigging.
you don't need no teeth for this meat. That's his slogan. Meat come
Look,
out.
he better not have no restaurant nowhere near me. I'm going to find out.
That's what he said.
Because the way that slipped off of that bone, bruh.
He was on Sherry's show.
Mm.
When he said that.
I'm surprised I missed that one in.
Isn't Sherry the one black lady?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he was just
in the morning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's her.
That's why I said he's going around tenderizing the world.
That's gonna be his thing, though. So I see. Well, everybody, I want y'all to know it's been fun. It's been great. It's been grand. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. I know it's a late night. We working on getting things together so that we can go ahead and have a more smooth and, fun interactive show. Start letting people pop up on the panel so we can have conversation with people about the topics and things like that. That will be probably like a question and answer session towards the end when we start getting more people in here to start hanging out with us. That would be beautiful. Questions and answers. But with that being, I'll go ahead and let Miss June go ahead and give her final thoughts. Then I'll let MB give his final thoughts. And then I'll go ahead and wrap us on up out of here and give us our final thoughts.
Oh, man. Everything is very educational. Food for the mind. Man, definitely a lot that I intake myself upon the information that was shared upon our live. I don't got nothing much to say besides have a good night, everybody.
Oh man, I want to say fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Don't get sucked in. You got to get uncomfortable to get back comfortable for the rest of your life. You got to realize TV is television programming. That means everybody is being programmed with what they see. Sometimes you can't believe what you see and you got to go off of how you feel, off of your gut instincts. You have two brains, one up top and one lower. The one lower is more powerful than the one up top. Because if your stomach brain don't function, nothing functions. Everything goes down. So all I'm saying is be aware, stay up, stay blessed, and pay attention to what you're watching. Be mindful and take it with a grain of salt and always do your due diligence. Money boy in the building.
Well, I definitely want everybody to know I enjoyed y'all coming out, hanging out with us. enjoying the moment, enjoying the evening with us, we're going to go ahead and I would like to let you know that it's been great, man. It's always great. It's always great, especially when we could change the direction of our family. Hopefully everybody understands that the economy does affect everyone. Wars affect everyone. Those of us that are prepared for it, it doesn't bother us as much. I could say that because, you know, you see what's coming ahead and you're like, you know what, let me be prepared for it. Whether it's financially, whether it's economically, whether it's spiritually, mentally, you know, when you take that moment to just sit back and think about it, it'll come together for you. And so with that, one heart, one soul, one mind, one goal. Amen, amen, amen. And just remember that
yesterday's price is not today's price. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Why you say that?
He's certified. Yesterday's price is
to B-Talk Media.
Yeah, wake up, no love, it's grind divine. Stack my wins, can't waste no time. They were sleeping on the kid, now I'm headline shine. Tell them wake up, it's my time to climb. Wake up, it's my time to climb. Hit that button, 1 million subscribe.